What's good, JV?
Oh, man, Monday afternoon, Memorial Day.
Monday afternoon, Memorial Day, man. Just a quick note, being that it's Memorial Day, we have the ability to be off work.
Yes.
Today we honor the fallen military personnel of our great U.S. Armed Forces. So, like always, raise a glass to you, America. Delish.
Awesome. Been a rainy one though.
Man, I just
Been
got
a rainy weekend.
I've been going to Myrtle Beach for the past couple of Memorial weekends.
Yeah.
And it says it's going to rain every year, like the entire time.
Yeah.
This time it actually did.
Oh my goodness.
It was just a torrential downpour.
Right.
And not like a summer rain, right? It was cold. Disgusting.
Yeah, like the real warm just kind of comes down for a little bit and then it feels terrible right afterwards.
No, like a winter rain is what it felt like.
Gotcha.
That cold rain, when the rain is so cold when it hits the back of your neck, it's really just like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Where you do one of these numbers.
You're not going to walk that one out on the beach, right?
No.
You ain't going to just hang out while it rains a little bit.
No, it was so bad. I really just wanted the rain to stop.
Yeah.
We're supposed to golf, hang out on the beach. And we ended up going to Top Golf.
I saw that
Yesterday.
Saw you check in. Yeah.
Obviously I won. Tell Rico Baker, who was on our Inception pod, season 1 or 2. I'm better than him at Top Golf.
Got that dub at Top Golf.
Got that dub. So, and then our boy Xavier was there as well. He's actually pretty solid.
All right.
Not better than me though.
I don't know anybody who would be.
Top golf goat.
I don't.
Is what I am.
I don't talk to anybody else that golfs much, or talk about golf with anybody else.
Just me. Yeah. Have you been to Top Golf?
Yes.
What do you think, man?
It was a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm terrible at it, but it was fun. It was a work event.
Nice.
Yeah, somebody took us up there to go have some after work beverages and dinner and shoot, had some golf balls.
Always a good time.
Yeah.
Always a good time, man.
There was always like 2 guys there that were just ridiculous at it.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is just kind of knocking them off the edge of the net. Or if you make it off the net, it's a good time.
There was our server, the bay next to us left, so he cleaned everything up and then he just hit 20, 30 golf balls. And he was just killing it. He does that every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if there's an open bay or
office perk,
work on his swing, man. Yeah. So very dope. But no, it was not a bad Memorial weekend. We made the most of it.
I gotcha.
Found a cigar shop.
Oh.
It was dope. And also Xavier, the buddy was with, he is actually with Johnson and Wales.
Okay.
Culinary master.
Yes.
Chef. Hooked it up. Saved money.
Oh.
Hooked it up in the suite. We had a full kitchen.
All right.
Killed that thing, man.
Nothing wrong with that, dude. Sometimes that's better than the food around the area.
You're right, man. I was not trying to get no calabash. Yeah. Everybody in my was trying to get calabash.
What's the other? Was it triggerfish? Is that another thing down that way?
That is it, man. That is it, brother.
I don't know what that means. But it's fine.
Hey, man, but it's down there, though.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to move into some movie news here.
Uh-oh.
Got us a little Memorial Weekend update.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Love that sound, bro. Patent pending, right?
Yeah.
All right, team. So it's the 15th anniversary of Iron Man. So we had a bunch of conversations between, this 23-minute conversation between Jon Favreau and Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
But what I parsed out of there, what I thought was interesting is that Robert Downey Jr., who is definitely known for being Iron Man, was once tapped to play Dr. Doom in the 2005 Tim Story Fantastic Four movie.
That's where we got Michael Fassbender, right? Is that Michael Fassbender?
No, we got the dude from Nip Tuck. Yeah. 2000. So
Oh no, okay, I got you. Wrong year.
So the one with Chris Evans.
Yeah.
As we got, it was Chris Evans and Jessica Alba and Michael Chiklis and Ian Grafald or whatever, and then it was the guy who played in Nip Tuck, Adrian something, who played him. But man, think about if Downey played Dr. Doom. I don't think he'd be a treasured icon like he is right now.
Yeah, he kind of took his own franchise, right? Like he took that and made it his thing, his baby. And as far as the Iron Man character, made it to where he's the guy.
Yep.
As we kind of saw in the Fantastic Four films, Dr. Doom kind of comes and goes in those movies.
Yeah, and he's not really important.
Yeah,
he's like the villain in the first one. He's just kind of there in the second one. But it would have been a nominal payday for Downey, and it wouldn't have launched him into this stardom and popularity that he has now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Downey has always been there since Weird Science. But
and I don't know why I was thinking that was Michael Fassbender. This guy, I mean, Julian McMahon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a resemblance, but I haven't seen that movie in a while. But yeah, for some reason I thought it was him, but I'm with you now. I had to look it up real quick. I was like, something's not right here.
Yep. Best known for being the stud doctor in Nip Tuck.
Yeah.
Fantastic show from good old FX days when they were edgy.
They were doing some stuff.
Doing some stuff. But yeah, man, I thought this was really cool that he like even screen tested for it.
Yeah.
And it eventually did go to McMahon, probably because he was a liability still, RDJ. Even though this is 3 years before Iron Man, he was definitely like a liability.
Yeah, I mean, that reputation is something that doesn't get left behind too easily, especially when we're talking about $1 million movies.
But then, like, you know, and I always say, like, yeah, he still could have done Dr. Doom and Iron Man. Typically, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Especially with, like, that short of time. That's 3 years. Well, you're finishing production, and then you're starting production with another superhero movie.
Yeah.
Chris Evans, it was 2 or 3 years. No, it was actually it was almost 5 years, half a decade later.
Yeah.
Before he was in another Superman. He didn't want to do it at first.
Yeah.
Before he took hold of that. So I get it, man. But it's hard to see anybody else as Tony Stark.
Yep.
Tony Stank. If you could pick one actor other than RDJ, who would it be?
Don't do that, man. That's terrible.
I'm doing it, man.
That's a horrible question.
I'm doing it, man.
That's a horrible question because I've never thought about that. Like, just off the top of my head, I don't know anybody who would have the charisma to do that.
Perfectly cast.
Well, I guess you got two scenarios, right? You got where we're thinking about a follow-up to Downey as Iron Man, or who was the guy who took it over to begin with?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a tough question.
I will say, man, perfectly cast.
That's a tough question.
RDJ was perfectly cast there. I am a big fan, and you know this, of Christian Bale.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously he was in the mix of, you know, in 2005, he doing The Dark Knight, 2008, doing the Batman Begins and that. So he was already in a superhero franchise.
Yeah.
But, like, for me, I feel like after watching him be the Dark Knight and then him in Vice as Dick Cheney, the man can do anything.
Oh, 100%.
So,
yeah,
like, if you need a really cool, he's already did, like, the cool slick back hair, suit, everything. He can pull that role off. Could he do it as good as Robert Downey Jr.? No, of course not. But
I think there's a certain quality that Downey has as this person that he brought to it. But at the same time, like you said, Christian Bale may have been able to do that because they kind of had just open book, right?
Yeah.
they were writing this movie as they were making it.
Yeah.
So he might have been able to do it and pull it off just as well.
And would he actually be able to do that? Like, he's an actor who needs a good, heavy script already done to read the lines and be able to interpret it right there. Downey Jr. was like, okay, we're just making this up on the fly. Let's go.
And Downey does a lot of movie and characters kind of in the same realm, right? Serious but comedy at the same time. So he's kind of got that in. He's had it in for a long time doing those kind of roles. But that'd be a great choice. I bet it'd be pretty awesome. Anyways,
I think so. Hey guys, so this is reported from the Hollywood Reporter. We'll throw us on our socials. Who do you think would have made a fantastic Iron Man if it wasn't for RDJ? And would RDJ have been a good Dr. Doom? Let us know. All right, guys. So something that I have been noticing the last couple of years is, the powerhouse for animated films has always been Pixar.
Right.
Right. Cars, Toy Story, just, obviously they just have a bunch of movies that they just kick out.
Yeah, they move.
Close to like, Ratatouille and all that, Wall-E, Coco, all that. But lately, they have not been producing like normal, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like they're like I don't know what it is. Like Soul, Inside Out, Luca, Lightyear, they were okay movies.
Yeah.
But they weren't like
I know, I'm with you.
Ratatouille, like
they weren't great movies.
Yeah,
like those
man.
movies were.
Yeah, this is like weird to see such a powerhouse studio that Disney bought for $7 billion.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably just that, right? The movies themselves aren't scripts and things like that just weren't cutting it for the last little while.
Like out of these last couple of ones, right? The only two that I watched was Soul, Jamie Foxx, and Lightyear, obviously Chris Evans. Right? But like Soul was okay. It was kind of a letdown. I was expecting more.
Gotcha.
And then Lightyear was like, we didn't need this.
Yeah.
What is going on with Pixar is my question. Right? Because then on the other end, we have Imagination Studios with Universal.
Right.
And they're killing it. Super Mario Bros. Movie, $1 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, Minions, $1 billion.
All the Minions.
Despicable Me 3,
every
$1 billion, man.
Yeah.
They are getting the kids in the seat, the kids and the parents in the seat to see these movies, man. It looks like Pixar is not. Like even their new movie, Elemental, which was their big, like, we're going to try to compete with Imagination, and it's falling short.
Now, Pixar, I know they do all these full animated movies, but are they doing other animations just for Disney, like in any movie?
No, so the Pixar name is just the Pixar name.
Yeah, that's just the animation studio where they make everything.
They are kind of like Marvel Studios.
I gotcha.
Where they're under the Disney banner. They're both under the Disney banner, but like Marvel's over here, Pixar's over here, Walt Disney Animation is like here.
Yeah.
Right? Like in a separate where they probably use the same technologies and stuff, but they don't really like their script writers and their storytellers and stuff. They're all siloed.
Well, I didn't know if maybe it was a resource thing at that point. Maybe they were working on some other stuff and kind of slacked on those things, but sounds like they just are not doing well.
Just not like
that's what it kind of came down to.
Like Lightyear, Turning Red, Luca, Soul, Onward was actually pretty dope, but like their last big banger was like Toy Story 4. Made $1 billion. I don't think they've made $1 billion since in a movie. And that's wild because Super Mario Bros. Is definitely on track.
Yeah, maybe it's just what do you call it? A slump in their creation. or maybe they're just falling behind on the tech. Or
I guess the reason why I'm even bringing this up, right, is they were just always a powerhouse billion-dollar franchise.
Yeah.
From 2019 going back, Toy Story 4, $1 billion. Incredibles 2, $1 billion. Coco, $814 million. Right? Just crazy. Since then, not as much. And maybe it's the COVID effect, but is it really the COVID effect when Minions 3 made $1 billion?
Yeah.
When Despicable Me 3, Minions made $1 billion, and Despicable Me 3 made $1 billion, and then Super Mario Bros. Just hit $1 billion as well.
Yeah.
Is it you?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's
What
on
is
the writing
imagination doing that Pixar is not?
Well, I think for these last few movies for Pixar, it's just not been great movies.
Yeah.
It's just been movies you just are very underwhelmed even by the trailers, really. Because like Lightyear, we saw the trailer and we're like, all right, well, I want to see what's going on, but, not too excited about it. But we watched the Super Mario one, even though that, you could say it's nostalgia, but so is Toy Story. But it's
Exactly.
But Lightyear had nothing to do with Toy Story. I think that was kind of the problem. They're trying to do something different to cash in a little bit, and nobody wanted to hear it because Tim Allen wasn't in it.
I think I will say Chris Evans did his thing though.
Yeah.
As the voice, but of Buzz,
and you have that in a lot of movies where the characters or the actors are awesome, but just the movie don't do them favors.
Yeah. Guys, what do you think here? Do you think that Pixar is a studio of the past? Do you think Imagination, or is there another studio that is kicking tail that you are really excited about?
Maybe we need to buy Pixar while they're down on their luck.
Hey man, I can throw a couple shekels in. Figure it out, you know?
Oh yeah.
Make it happen, guys. All right, guys. This story is also reported from the Hollywood Reporter. We'll throw this on our socials. Let us know your thoughts.
Awesome.
All right, team. Happy Memorial Day there. Welcome to this week's episode of Movie in a Pod. I'm Clyde Smith.
And I'm Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we are discussing the trailers for Joyride, The Meg 2, and our Movie of the Week, Javi's favorite movie, Glengarry Glen Ross. Excited to talk about it.
You already know how I feel about this. You knew when you picked this movie.
Hey, team. We got a girls' trip to Asia movie, and our guy Jason Statham was still throwing hands with sharks. Catch all our full reactions on our YouTube page, available through our link tree in the show notes. I'm getting better.
Perfect.
Getting better at it, right?
You guys must be new to town, right?
New to town, but not new to the country. We just moved from California.
We just wondered if you wouldn't mind if your daughter played with our daughter.
Audrey, say hi.
You want to play slide? Slides off limits to Ching Chongs. No. Fuck you.
Wow.
Do you want to be best friends?
Good F-bomb for a little kid.
Guess who's going back to the motherland?
It's a big deal, going to your birth
We
country.
used to talk about it all the time when we were little, remember? Grand adventure to find your birth mother.
So proud of you. Be my translator in Beijing.
Audrey, I got you.
Cat lives there now.
Your famous college roommate.
You ready to lose to a celebrity?
Deadeye is coming, by the way.
Deadeye, your cousin?
Hey, Audrey.
Oh, hi. Hey.
Oh, gosh.
Where did that come from? I think I get it.
I called the adoption agency, and she lives in Haiching.
Okay, will you guys come with me?
Fuck yes, bitch!
I love grand
Good
adventure.
friends. Good friends.
Oh, hi. So nice to see an American. What do you do for work?
It's the cops are doing a bag check.
Oh, Jesus.
You're drug dealers now, bitches.
What's the fuck? Is it a condom? We can't get caught with drugs in China. We'll get jailed for life.
Wow.
Oh, geez. That's a car. Oh.
I should never come to China.
People are always thinking that I have this perfect life.
I don't belong anywhere.
Good
If you
gosh.
do not know where you come from,
Oh, boy.
how do you know
Yeah.
who you are?
We could still find her. Our passports are in my suitcase that got stolen.
You know who can bypass airport security? K-pop stars. Everyone remember their names?
Sassy.
Cutie.
Lisa.
Lisa, too.
I don't believe these girls are singers.
Girls, show them.
What are we supposed to show?
You're a fan of Cardi B, right?
Yeah. Is she here?
There's
Gotta
some
get it.
whores in this house.
There's some whores in this.
Go.
Hey, honey, you good? Did you get the Coke bags out? Yeah, but only 7, and I think I put in 8.
Just push, pull. I mean, twist it.
It's not a puppet, it's my asshole.
Great.
All right, team. We have Joyride. According to IMDb, it follows 4 Asian American friends as they bond and discover the truth of what it means to know and love who you are while they are traveling through Asia in search of one of their birth mothers. Man, first and foremost, love the cast.
Yes.
Love the premise, love the setup, man. You know, we've seen like the Sex and the City girls, right?
Right.
We've even seen like Queen Latifah and her crew of black girls kind of go on adventures and stuff like that, right? We've not seen as much Asian representation like we're seeing in this movie, man. Stephanie Hsu, Ashley Park, some others here, Sherry Cola, and some others that I don't know, but Sabrina Wu. So we got some players here, man, and it looks like they all kind of bring their own flair and style to this movie in like the comedy.
Yeah.
And them working off each other, man. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, they have a really good chemistry in the trailer.
Exactly.
They have good chemistry. They're just having some fun, right? They're being, I guess they're in their 20s ish, maybe. They letting it all out, having some fun. Doesn't seem like there's any holding back with this one, especially if it's got Seth Rogen taking care of it. So we're gonna see some weird stuff, man. There's gonna be some weird stuff going on.
Yeah, man. And these movies, they're kind of self-discovery. They're raunchy. They're kind of wild. There's a lot of cussing and bad. But there's always, especially like with older Seth Rogen now, in the movies that he produces.
Yeah, he don't care anymore.
There's always like a meaning, right? There's always like let's find the silver lining in this weird world that we're building. So that meaning of self-discovery about, finding who they are and looking for their birth mother, right? That's probably going to hit home for some people.
Right.
And that's going to be very important, right? A lot of Asians are adopted from Asia to live in the United States, right? With an American family.
Right.
So just that, be able to kind of go back and understand who you are,
Yeah.
who you came from and everything. This might hit home for some people,
Oh, yeah.
man, right? Crazy Rich Asians was dope just to kind of see that representation, but this is going to flow more into what we want to see, right? That abstract representation from these four ladies, man. And I say this, bring the comedy, man. I'm really excited about it. So, guys, we're going to throw Joyride on our social media accounts. We have a few of them. Check out the link tree in our show notes. I put another note there.
I saw, or I heard, excuse me. I didn't see it, but I heard it.
But guys, yeah, let us know your thoughts on Joyride. You excited for this one? Let us know.
All right. Okay.
What, Jurassic Park 9? What's happening here?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
dinosaurs.
How's he gonna swim with those little arms? You can't do that.
Can't do that. That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense, bro.
Not at all.
I ain't never getting back in the water. Never taking a bath again.
Jonas, we need your help.
Of course, there's only one guy who can save the day.
Yeah.
25,000
Oh man,
feet
that can
deep in
punch
the
sharks.
trench. It's an ancient ecosystem untouched by man. Whatever is down
They're
there
gonna
is
go
trying
touch
to
it.
make its way to the surface.
I mean,
Pretty
yeah.
typical. Pretty typical.
Look, bro, just look at that technology, man.
This was a bad idea.
Just a little bit.
All right, they're just
Underwater Power Rangers.
they're just getting campy with it, man. They tried to play it serious last movie.
Yeah. Wasn't there just like a giant octopus? Is that what's behind them? The
Just-
Kraken? Is that what it was?
We've got company.
Oh boy.
That's the biggest Meg I've ever seen.
Biggest Meg anyone's ever seen.
I'm gonna punch it.
That's the apex predator.
Everybody back into the station.
Oh, I need my fist. Everybody stand back.
Who knows what else has
Super
escaped
fun.
the breach?
Oh, right.
Well, there's other creatures now?
Oh boy. This is
Look at it, beast mode.
Last time. You don't want to know.
site D. Is that where we're at?
Yes.
We've never seen this before. They hunted in packs.
They're like velociraptors,
Yeah, yeah.
but sharks.
Oh
You can relax. This place, Meg
boy. Army.
I mean, Jonas was always afraid of this, but I was also thinking,
She ain't making it.
Okay. That's the Kraken. That's definitely the Kraken.
He's ready, bro.
Look at that. Got the moves.
I bet he's not even gonna use one of them. I bet that's not even gonna stick. He's gonna have to use his fist, man. Take it down. He's gonna miss with the harpoon, bro.
He's gonna punch and rip out every one of your teeth.
All right, guys. So we have the Meg 2, The Trench. According to IMDb, currently the plot is unknown. It's the sequel to the 2018 film, The Meg.
It's unknown.
What?
We saw the plot in the trailer.
It's just so ridiculous, man. Okay, so all right. First question is, did you watch the first one?
Yeah, I watched the first one.
Okay. Second question, did you enjoy the first one?
I did enjoy the
It was
first one.
a damn good time, dude.
It's a it's a movie. You just let it be what it is and just enjoy it.
Just enjoy Jason Statham putting hands on a shark. You know what I mean? Like that's literally the movie, bro. Man, I mean, he's punched and kicked, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shot every human on the planet.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's done it all, seen it all. His next venture, his new venture now is sharks.
Yeah.
We'll mess some damn sharks up.
And this one looked like we had some like a discovery of a dinosaur island or something. Maybe I'm not really sure what was going on there.
I'm guessing that was like that. Okay, so a couple things. That probably is only going to be in the trailer to show like just showing like how massive this Meg is, that it like can take down a T-Rex.
No, there was a guy hitting one of those same things with a shovel.
Oh, I missed that.
I'm pretty sure that's what I saw.
I missed that.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a bunch of stuff coming out of that trench, though.
Yes.
Right?
There was
We
a
got
Kraken
the-
and everything.
Yeah, we got the humongous octopus.
Yeah, or squid. I'm not sure what it was yet, but we'll figure it out.
But like, I love the movie poster here. It's the damn little doggy.
What is it? Oh yeah. He's just so weird.
Right?
Oh boy.
Like, I wonder if that's the same dog from the first movie. Guys, I will say the Meg is one of my guilty pleasures that I will never tell anybody that I'm watching, but I will put on, and it's just 2 hours of just dumb entertainment.
I love their little motto here on the posters. It's like new Meg, new chum. Actually, some of them say new Meg, old chum.
They're just
I'm
laying
so
into it,
confused
man.
now.
They're just laying into the ridiculous, man. I'm really about it.
And Jason Statham is just he's such a serious person in any movie he's in.
Do you know how we talked about last week how everybody was serious and Jason Momoa's out there having the best time of his life with Fast X?
Yeah.
Like these movies, everybody's out there having the best time of their life making this movie. Jason Statham is like taking this shit serious.
He got business, man.
It's like, bro, can we get to the third act, man? So I can put hands on this damn thing, please.
Power bomb a Meg.
Power bomb. Oh man, gotta give the Meg the people's elbow, man.
And just the whole thing with like these super suits that they can go down in like the deepest trench and get out and hang out in these crazy suits.
Yeah.
And great time.
You know what?
Super excited.
If a Meg is that big and I have a super suit on, I'm gonna allow it to eat me, and I'm just gonna have like a torch on me.
Pull a Drax.
Yes. Just from the beginning of the second movie, yeah. It's exactly how you take care of these things, man. Just kill it from the inside. Guys, we have the Meg 2, The Trench. I know I don't sound excited about it, but I really am, and I will be seeing this in the theaters.
There's not a lot of words to say about these movies other than just watch them.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
All you can do is just give them a watch.
And, when I was creating we had the conversation when I was creating the outline for the next few weeks.
Right.
The Meg 2 came up, and I was like, dude, there would be not much for us to talk about, though. It would just be like,
we can
that one scene and this and that, right? There's no substance there,
right?
Man, but it's fun.
It's a topic we can go through in passing.
Definitely.
But yeah, I agree. It's gonna be. Hey, did you see him punch that shark in the nose? Or you see him punch the other shark in the nose? Or did you see him hit that shark with the other shark?
He took two sharks' heads, smashed them together. Okay. Only Jason Statham could do that.
Oh
bro.
yeah. Oh yeah.
No harpoons in his belt in his little thing anymore. So. All right, guys, we're going to throw this on our socials, the Meg 2, The Trench. Let us know your thoughts. Jason Statham and the little dog is back, guys. So,
yeah. Before we move into anything.
Yeah, man.
You checked out, well, you've been gone all weekend, so probably not. There's a show on Netflix that's hit called Fubar with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Monica Barbaro.
I've seen the trailer. It's a father-daughter thing where he finds he's in some secret agency and then finds out that she's also in the same secret agency, right?
Yeah, for like 10 or 15 years, something like that. They've been in the same agency. It was about 4 episodes of the season, and it's pretty good time so far.
So with my Netflix, last Thursday I share. Don't get me. Netflix gods, no. but I share it with a buddy. He sent me the screenshot of the email that he received and says, we're going to crack down on this. I have not been back on Netflix since.
Well, what's going to happen is it's going to ask you to verify a certain device. So you can only use so many devices anyways. So I think you have to verify different devices that are going to be used. Whether or not that's affected by like different households, I'm not sure.
Well, it wasn't in the Smith budget. I allocated some funds for a Netflix account.
Yeah. Just gonna wait it out, see what happens.
You're just gonna wait it out.
Yeah.
And see what happens, man. I got the coin waiting right there. So yeah, we'll see. But I have not been on Netflix since like Wednesday or Thursday when I got that text.
Yeah, so that was when you get a chance, check that one out, a few episodes. It was pretty good time so far.
I came back from the beach today and I started watching. I watched the last episode of Succession, the series finale.
Nice.
Man, that was intense.
Yeah.
Really good. Highly recommend. If you guys watch Succession, let me know your thoughts on how it ended. Fan, how else did you want it to go down? I perfectly loved it myself. Everybody got their damn comeuppance. Yeah. But I turned on a really good movie.
Okay.
Kingsman: The Secret Service.
The first one?
First one, yeah.
that's a good one.
Just a good movie, man. Samuel L. Jackson as the villain. It's so good. So I got about 45 more minutes left of that. I'm going to finish up. So we just got done with the church scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those fight scenes are so intense.
They really are awesome, man.
Yeah,
so
some good choreography. But I need you to check out Dirty Grandpa at some point.
Yes.
We can give a talk. So funny.
Once again, Robert De Niro and Zac Efron, all right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's one I've seen Bad Grandpa multiple times.
Yeah.
With Johnny Knoxville, but okay, I'm on it.
Yeah, give that one a shot for me.
Add it to the list there.
Yeah, that's a long list.
Forever growing, never shrinking.
Yeah.
So. All right, brother, you ready to jump into this week's movie?
Yes, sir.
All right, team. We have here Glengarry Glen Ross. Don't get too excited now, okay? This movie was dropped back in 1992. I was 5 years old.
Same.
You were also 5 because we're the same age.
Yes.
Other notable 1992 films: White Men Can't Jump, The Last of the Mohicans,
Nice.
Encino Man, Reservoir Dogs, Patriot Games, The Bodyguard, little Kevin Costner action for you, My Cousin Vinny, good flick. Three Ninjas came out in 1992.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
Batman Returns, the Keaton. We're going to get Keaton in just like, what, a couple of
weeks? Yeah, he's
so good.
2 movies down, right?
2 movies down, baby.
Oh, boy.
And then A Few Good Men. Aaron Sorkin's movie with Tom Cruise with the amazing line, "You can't handle the truth." Just fantastic film, guys. Glengarry Glen Ross is directed by James Foley. It's written by David Mamet from his 1984 Pulitzer Prize winning play of the same name.
We had a budget of $12.5 million, and it grossed $10.7 million at the box office. Starring in this, we have Jack Lemmon as Sheldon Levine, Al Pacino as Richard Roma, Alec Baldwin as Blake, Alan Arkin as George Arenal, Ed Harris as Dave Moss, Kevin Spacey as John Williamson, Jonathan Pryce as James Link, Bruce Altman as Larry Spano, and Jude Casalella as Detective Balin.
All right. JV, like you so eloquently do, man, go ahead and give us a quick synopsis, brother.
Yes, for this movie, we have some salesmen that try to sell property to keep their jobs.
Yep. That's right.
That's the whole thing.
Let's go ahead and jump in to this one, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, James. So starting off at the top here, we have the legendary Jack Lemmon as Shelley the Machine Levine. And this guy, he plays the elder statesman real estate salesman.
Okay.
But we are introduced to him in this movie as him having a bad string of luck,
right,
in regards to selling, man. But he wants it. He just wants a break.
Yeah.
He knows if he just gets one break, he's back in the game.
So he's got a daughter that he's caring for, or something or other like that. Yeah. He's really shows his passion, but also we see that he's just not able to close.
You know, it's signs of the time, right, where the passing of the guard kind of happens, is in regards, especially like between him and Al Pacino's character Richard Roma, where you know, Sheldon is known as the Machine. Like, this guy is the best of the best, and if he can't get it done, none of these other guys can get it done, right? But then we'll talk about Al Pacino in a few minutes, and he's the top closer.
Yep.
But maybe his practices are a little sketchy. Maybe he's not playing it the right way.
Yeah.
But actually, thinking about it, a lot of these guys ain't playing it the right way.
Yeah,
man.
they're being salesmen, being kind of
shady, crooked,
yeah,
lying. I just got off a plane.
Yeah, sleazy.
Sleazy is a very
sleazy. That's the word we want.
Good fantastic word, man. But I like Jack Lemmon in this role because throughout the entire movie, it seems like he just needs a break, but he stays positive the entire time, right?
Yeah.
And through even like the break-in, there's talk about it, but we don't know exactly who did it.
Right.
And that's kind of the core of that second part of the movie, down to like not knowing exactly who did it. So just seeing that flip and change, like I was blown away to find out. Right, who it was. Which is how positive and stuff that he was, man. Legendary Jack Lemmon, man. It was great to see him in this flick. Al Pacino is Richard Roma, the Office's top closer. Talk to me, brother.
Kind of your opposite of Jack Lemmon here. They seem to have some history together. You're kind of learning off of each other. But Richard Roma is selling. He's getting it done.
Killing the game.
And, we find out, he's doing it because he's being sleazy.
Very.
He's making things happen and pushing people and talking people into something and then lying about it. And I think that goes along with Jonathan Pryce, right? His character is the one we actually see Richard Roma talking with and discussing. And he's like, yeah, it's going to be fine, whatever. And then Kevin Spacey comes out and is like, yeah, we cashed your check a few days ago. Just, had no idea what was going on. Just like, yeah, you're good to go, man. All excited for him.
Yep.
We bought your property's good. We cashed your check. Don't worry about it.
Hook, line, and sinker, bro. We're good. We're good, man.
But yeah, he was in a lot of the movie, and he was just kind of sitting at his desk, trying to figure out what's going on and trying to work out this customer.
Which was like okay, so like you split this movie up in 2 acts, right?
Yeah.
You split this movie up in like the first night and the next day, right?
Right, yeah.
And that first night we don't get much Richard Roma, but what we do get is like the silver tongue, smooth talking, closing the deal, slick back hair type of salesman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like the second act, we get him still with those skills, but him like weaving through James Link's intentions on want to pull it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's having difficulties. But I also like it because like Sheldon is like working with him, right, to make sure that he closes the deal. So even though like Sheldon is having a string of bad luck as far as closing, he's still like helping Richard.
Kind of his wingman, right?
Trying to be his wingman in regards to that, man. You got this meeting over here, bro. We gotta go. So I definitely did enjoy that, man. So to see the dichotomy between this really smooth talking at the bar salesman, and then him literally backpedaling, him just trying to find a way out to make sure that James Link, the guy that he closed, stays with the deal.
Yeah.
So that was really cool dichotomy, man. All right, obviously, like my favorite character in the movie, Alec Baldwin as Blake, one of the firm's top salesmen, since he motivate the room. Now, I've heard these terms before.
Yeah,
always be closing.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know it was from this play. Didn't know it was from this movie.
Gotcha.
Coffee's for closers, right? That's something I've heard as well. I didn't know it was from this play. I didn't know it was from this movie, man. But that's like when it happened, you're just like, that's where it come from. Like a light bulb went off in my head.
I just started using that at work more. Somebody getting coffee. Coffee's for closers, guys. We got work to do.
Yeah, we got work to do, man. Put that shit down. We'll do that with our salesman in our office. But he came in, man, with the intentions to disrupt these guys, man.
Yeah.
And not be nice about it. And even what it was like, Ed Harris's character, like, you can't treat us like this. He's like, yeah, I can. And I will continue to. You're slime. Like, he just degraded the crap out of them.
Yeah, you're not closing. You're not making money. You're not making us money, so we don't need you here.
That's just wild, man.
That's
that's
how they made it work.
This was 1984 when this play was written.
Yeah, they don't play by the same rules anymore.
Not anymore,
Yeah.
man. That's a lawsuit waiting to
Yeah.
happen. They're gonna own Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yeah,
What's
you
going to
can't
happen?
even walk in a suit like that.
But down to like the brass balls that he pulled out, man. Like,
Yeah.
good gosh, man.
HR's nightmare. HR nightmare.
Back in '84, literally, Kevin Spacey's character is like the boss, HR, everything,
Yeah.
man. All the points. So he has to handle all of that. So just wild, man. And I really loved it. I don't want to go too much in detail. He's literally has one scene.
Yeah, but it's pretty good.
It's the best scene in the movie. And it also explains why these guys are so intense on wanting to sell.
Yeah.
Because he threatens to fire them.
Yeah, I think he does fire him, right?
Yeah.
As of right now, y'all are fired.
Yes.
Like by next week? Yeah, if you don't sell by next week, you're definitely fired.
Yes. So he fires them in the future. The only way they can recoup their job is to close.
Yeah.
And do everything they can. So there's added pressure on these guys, man. So and that's kind of what this movie is about. That was an integral, even though it was one scene, it was really integral. All right, we got Alan Arkin as George Aronow, office salesman. Alan Arkin was dope in this role. He was somebody that you can kind of throw ideas off of, and he was just like that middle of the road office. He was that everyman in the office.
So those two guys, the George and Dave, Alan Arkin and Ed Harris.
Yeah,
I don't really remember which one of those is which, just because they were kind of. I don't know. I just didn't catch. The name of each character.
We didn't see Ed Harris in the second act. The next.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Alan Arkin kept on coming back in the room on the second
trying
day.
to figure out what's going on, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, so that's two. But he's just an office salesman and he's trying to close, but he doesn't seem as stressed out as everybody else. Well, not even Richard Rome was stressed. Well, he was when he was like, "Give me my Cadillac." But he just seems like, "Hey man, I'm just here just trying to do a good job." So he was like, he played the everyman, and the everyman sometimes is a boring role in movies, but it's very quintessential because it allows us to kind of see the ebbs and flows of what is going on in a story through that person's eyes.
Kind of like how good Richard's doing, and you get to see how bad Sheldon's doing.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
He's kind of in the middle. He's the control of the situation.
And I love it at the end. He just gets back on the phone to try to make a sale. You know what I mean? Like, he's just like, yo, this is my job.
Yeah, gotta close.
Gotta close, man.
Always be closing.
All right, we got Ed Harris as Dave Moss. He's an office salesman as well. He has some ill intentions, though. He did not like the conversation that Blake had with them. So he was about to steal the contracts that Blake dropped off.
Yeah.
That was his idea. That was his plan. We don't ever see the theft happen.
Right.
A theft does happen. But we think it's, and that's why I like that he wasn't in the second act too, because the entire time you're like, of course it was this guy. He talked about it. He's the one who talked about doing it.
Yeah. Now he's not at work.
Yeah.
Come on.
This is not sketch at all, right? Trying to do the damn thing.
Yeah.
But he's the only one who stepped up and talked back to Blake and was like, "You can't treat us like that, man." He's probably more, Ed Harris at the time was a younger man than the rest of them, so he represents that next generation of like, "We're not gonna take your shit, bro. I don't care how much money you have."
It didn't work, but he tried.
Did not work at all. All right, here. Just two more people I do want to talk about here. We got Kevin Spacey as John Williamson, the office manager, and his staff just hates him.
Yeah, he's apparently not good at his job. I don't know what your job is as an office manager in this situation, other than handling paperwork for everybody, right?
Give them the good leads.
Yeah, I mean, you give them that part, and they do everything else, and they come back with a contract, signed on the dotted line contract. I mean, he was just kind of he was trying to be like this manager, but nobody really
respected him. Liked him. He was also it was also some nepotism in there as far as like he was some like higher ups like kid cousin or brother or something that got him a job. So did you really work to get into that position,
right,
to that role? And then it's like the office dynamics. You didn't like this guy.
Yeah, and that's like one of those things where like you're the manager, but you're not the one really making the money. It's the salesmen that are doing it.
You're just getting a cut of that, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why they're, very disrespectful to them.
They almost are like they're salesmen, so they're not traditionally blue collar workers, but in the grand scheme of like the dynamic within that office, they are the blue collar workers, and he's the white collar guy. You know what I mean? Who's just sitting behind the desk. They're actually in the trenches, in the fields. Sheldon went to somebody's house.
Yep.
This play was written in the 80s.
Yeah.
Door-to-door salesman. Come in, out of the rain, sit down, let's have a conversation. What?
Yeah, a guy came to my house trying to sell me a security system, and I was like, "Can you please get off my porch, sir?"
So that does happen all the time here.
Yeah.
But it's for like stuff for my current home.
Yeah. Well, I won't say the company, but the previous owner had a security
they have not
system.
endorsed this yet, guys. So
yeah, the previous owner had a security system. So when they cut it off,
it was
CPI, they came back and were trying.
It was CPI.
It actually wasn't.
It was not.
But it came back and I was like, "Yeah, you can get off my porch, please."
So it didn't even like entertain.
Well, he was like, "Yeah, I'd like to come in and check out, what system's already in the house and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, you can leave, please."
Yeah, that's like I don't want you to do that.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
We're good. Like I have.
You should know what's in this house.
I have.
This is your system that y'all install. You should know what's in here. You don't need to come to my house.
So do you have the system? Is it activated or not?
No. We use the ring stuff.
Hey guys, so Javi's address is
we'll see you.
1992 Glengarry Glen Ross Lane, okay? Go get them.
But yeah, I just kind of asked him to get off my porch because nobody need to be in my house.
Door-to-door salesman, man. That's wild.
Yeah.
It's still a thing. And they're not like, Jack Lemmon, Shelly the Machine was an older guy. Yeah. These kids are super young, man.
Yeah, this guy was driving like a really, really old, like almost about to fall apart car. So I assume he wasn't very good at his job.
No, not at all.
That was the first thing. Like he didn't have a company car, so that was kind of like, you should just leave. Guy.
He is definitely not ABCing, okay? Definitely not. But I thought that was definitely wild here. But like going back to Kevin Spacey, good in the role, but I felt for the salesman more than I felt for him. Like screw this guy.
Yeah,
he doesn't understand what we do. Even when Shelley and Richard are running the bit on James Link, like you said earlier, he screws it up, screws up the entire thing.
He comes out so excited about it.
But then like Sheldon like lays into him too, like Richard does.
Yeah.
Then Sheldon does too, and I'm just like, they have no respect for this kid.
Yeah. They
have no respect for this guy, man. Yeah. Wow. All right, here. And then we got the voice of the customer here. We got Jonathan Pryce as James Link, Roma's customer. And, Roma does a fantastic job of, smooging him and getting him to close the deal in that first act. And I honestly didn't think I was going to see him in the second act, right? Like,
yeah.
Roma just came in, big hot shot, like, give me my damn Cadillac, I'm good to go. I closed.
Yeah.
And to see, like, James Link come in, you're like, oh, yeah, this guy definitely swindled him.
Right, yeah.
Definitely lied to him.
Did he lied about what? The check being able to be held? Or the check being held for a few days to figure it all out?
It was a master class of not telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
It was like
he's a salesman.
But he let James talk, and whatever James said, he had a rebuttal.
Yeah.
Right? And I guess that is the master class of a good sleazy salesman who will sit back, allow you to speak.
Just kind of deflect it and give a BS answer.
Exactly. About why this is already done, why you need to make this happen still.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen this in Wolf of Wall Street. I've seen this type of character in. You ever seen Boiler Room?
Yeah,
fantastic,
great movie.
I need to watch that again. Actually, might actually watch it tonight.
There you go.
But you know, I see it with those movies as well. They probably got that idea and that writing from this character James Link and Glengarry Glen Ross, and seeing that person. But it's very important.
Yeah.
To know that these guys are screwing somebody over for themselves. That's exactly crazy. What Rich is doing, man.
Yeah. John Price, he's been around for a minute, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He's been in all kinds of stuff. Jeez.
The GOAT, man. He was the villain in Tomorrow Never Dies, 1997, baby. James Bond, let's go.
He was also in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
What else was he in? G.I. Joe.
He did play the president.
He was in G.I. Joe.
He did play the president.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies, man. That's awesome. I like seeing him around. I've never seen him in a movie at this time of his life. Usually he's a older fella.
Yeah, so that was really cool to see him with a full head of hair. That was really cool. All right, man. So, I like that it was kind of like obscure about where this was taking place, right? And it was just rainy and dreary the entire time. I really did enjoy that look where it sometimes felt claustrophobic in the film. Mm-hmm. Them in the bar, them in the car talking there. Even when Sheldon is in that guy's house, which was super weird to me still. But
super awkward.
And the guy's just like trying to deflect and be like really nice about it until he had to be very, very mean. Like that's how you handle these door-to-door salesmen every time. But I did like the look and feel of this movie, even for '92. Man, it's adapted play, so
yeah.
They got this off, man. All right, themes. Basically, corporate America doesn't give a damn about the little man. And all they are is a employee who needs to go out and do our bidding so we can get fat, rich more.
It's American dream, man.
That's the American dream right there, right? That's
have other people make your money for you.
Exactly. And these guys will basically do anything in their power to make sure that they do that.
Yeah.
For fear of losing their job, for fear of not being relevant anymore.
Or give awards. Or also give a car.
Yeah.
Give them a car, right?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they do some decent things, I guess.
I would have been cool with the steak knives.
I'll get a caddy. Just get some steak knives.
You enjoy your caddy, bro.
Yeah, I got some steaks.
Slice up this steak. Slice these biscuits up. So yeah, that's what this movie's about, man. It's like corporate greed is in there, but also like pushing your employees to the brink that they'll do something wild as hell.
Yes.
Is what this movie's about. One lies, one steals. Right? And then you have Alan Arkin that walks in every 5 minutes. What's going on, guys?
Clueless. Just other guy mad.
Yeah. All right. All right, team. So that's our quick conversation about Glengarry Glen Ross. JV.
Yes, sir.
Like we said it at the top, but go ahead and give us your thoughts and ratings, sir.
So this movie was about salesmen, Clyde.
You hate salesmen.
It's give it up for the actors, but the movie, man, it's just so. For me, it's boring. It was boring.
Yeah,
it was super boring.
I hear you.
It's just four guys talking about selling property. That's there's not a lot for me to work with there.
Yeah.
But you do get some cutscenes with, just listening to Al Pacino talk. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Just storytelling is something he has in him. It's something he has in him that's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Everybody else, they did their thing, man. But for me, this one's going to get 2 buckets of popcorn.
Okay.
It's kind of boring listening to these guys talk about, their problems with selling property. I'm sorry. That's where I'm at with it. What about you?
Good deal, man. All right, so this is a look into the pressure cooker life of real estate salesmen, salespeople in general, and tactics that the higher ups take to get them to sell more.
Yeah.
They're assholes to them.
Yeah.
They're mean to them. They resort to, like we said earlier, to doing things as far as stealing and lying, and cheating, just to go ahead and close the deal.
I feel like this is just something everybody's been through in life.
Of course.
Yeah.
And, almost risking their sanity for it. Shelly the Machine is known to be that guy, and he can't no more, so he resorts to doing something that is beyond him.
Yep.
I like that, man. This has a great cast, a great tight script, scene-stealing performance from Alec Baldwin and Al Pacino. This gets 4 buckets of popcorn for me, man.
Okay.
This was only an hour 40, and it told me exactly what I need.
Oh yeah.
To know, man. To don't be a damn salesman.
just don't do it.
And I don't know how these guys. I don't know how these guys did this, man.
But when they're good and they get it done, they make boatloads of money.
Right, man. But it's
like sporadic, right?
Even like Roma, right? It was very. How do you go home and live with yourself?
Oh, I
I guess he's like Scrooge McDuck and he's just swimming in it, whatever.
He gets in his Cadillac and he goes sleeps on his silk sheets. He puts on his silk pajamas and goes lays in the silk sheets.
Good to go. Oh man, so that's what's tough, man. You're right. If you're good, but just morals, right? Stealing and then lying to some, that's why I couldn't be a salesman, because I don't this product is shit.
right.
So I stay at the Wyndham when I go on vacations and everything, right? And they always try to sell more points.
We get some free rooms out of that call out, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Email that to them.
We're moving upon a Gmail. Let's go. Send us them points, but them rooms, timeshares. But they were trying to sell me more points, and I've been to multiple of the presentations, and some of the guys just you don't want this. They're just straight up honest. I'm just gonna show you what we have to offer. I know you're not gonna buy it.
Well, they know the deal.
They know the deal.
They probably know who their audience is. Their target audience is going to be people who are going to retire. People who, older people who's just got expendable money for whatever reason. It's not a good investment as a young person to do something like that anyways.
No.
Yeah.
No. So, then there's those guys who would lie, cheat, and say, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and you can go anywhere. And so, me knowing Wyndham, I go, I want to stay at a Wyndham in Charleston.
Yeah.
Is there a Wyndham in Charleston? Oh, we don't have a direct Wyndham, but you can stay at this hotel and use your points. And so, I already know that this dude's lying to me, because I've tried that with my current points, right? Where they will do anything in their power to go ahead and ABC. They want to stay relevant. Yeah. They want to get that Cadillac.
Well,
right? They don't want those damn steak knives.
Once it's out of their hands, then I worry about it anymore.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
You go to customer service and worry about that. It isn't directly to him anymore.
You go right over to this desk. They'll go ahead and check you out with that package that I just sold you.
Gotta go.
Thank you for doing business with me and paying for my cruise for the next 2 years. Yes. But nah, man. Yeah, I'll give this one 4 buckets of popcorn.
All right.
All right, team. Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, talking through Glengarry Glen Ross. Next week, we will be discussing the Spider-Verse sequel we all have been waiting for, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Catch that in a theater near you.
Yeah. Like always, I'm Clyde Smith. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as I am Clyde D. Smith.
I'm Javier Villalobos. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Like always be closing.